Hi, welcome to PDQ Live. I'm Tara, and this is Spicy Josh, a.k.a.
Budget Josh.
Budget Josh
Pretty
or
Josh.
Jason Hanks.
Bonita. Yeah.
And, of course...
Broccolicious.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious. Ooh,
Okay.
I like that.
I like that.
Funny story. I don't even know if I was supposed to be on here, but I never got up during the intro, so here I am.
Of
You're in the
Still
luge.
here.
You're here now, man. Thanks for coming in last minute. We appreciate it. As always, we love Josh. I'm Brock. Who are you?
Wow.
No, we do love Josh.
What was your name
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, I don't know who anyone
Broccolicious,
is.
I think. I got to get that T-shirt made up.
Not Gilligan?
Oh, that one too.
Okay. Either. I mean, either or. Okay. We got a lot to do, so let's get down to it. We're going to do What the Tech that's pretty heavy around Microsoft this week. Then we're going to tell you a crap load of ways to install Connect. Just
All the ways.
all the ways.
Mhm.
All the ways.
Well,
Then what else are we going to do?
We got a little bit of Patch Tuesday because we missed it last week.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do that first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
go
do
ahead
that
and
first.
Yeah. Patch Tuesday.
I look forward to it every time.
I do
I'm
too.
just waiting to see what Kelly does.
I did not speak over that one, so there was that.
There you go.
Okay. Patch. Are we talking about packages or no? No packages.
Well, there was only one package. If you, do you want me to start with the package?
sure, why not?
Drew?
Yeah, there's a package.
Boom! Python. That's what it was.
That's your package.
That is your package this go around.
Snacky snakes.
So, yep.
Okay. that
Back
one's
to
done.
you.
Now back to you.
And that was quick.
For
Short
all
and
you
sweet,
snake
just the way we
lovers
like
out
it.
there.
Okay. Should we do... Let's do Patch Tuesday because we're right there. Why
Yeah.
not? We're going to
Okay.
skip around. Okay. I did this one in your absence, and it went flawlessly, Brock. There was absolutely no problems whatsoever.
I had zero doubts.
I'm
Okay.
sensing
I had
something.
99 doubts.
That
but
was
I
an-
had one that was not a doubt.
That was an absolute lie. But anyway, we did it, and we're going to talk about it, okay? Comparatively, I think it was a pretty light month. Brock can tell me if I'm lying.
No, it seems accurate. I'm trying to remember what August was. I want to say it wasn't bad in August. I want to say it was like 107 patches,
Mm-hmm.
but there was more critical. I think.
Yeah, so 80, I think, was
Yeah.
pretty light comparatively. Only 8 were critical, 72 important. But let's talk about the good news. None of those were actively exploited.
That is nice.
Oh, that seems nice to me.
Yes. I like it when I see that because then it's kind of like, okay, it's not like I don't have to get this deployed out today.
Mhm.
I can do a little testing first. Whereas like, if there's a bunch of exploits that are out there in the wild, 0 days and stuff, then it's like, okay, let's scramble and try to get this out.
Yeah. So we focused on these 3, CVE 2025-54910. This got a score of 8.4. This was a Microsoft Office remote code execution. So this is basically, hey, dummy, click on this file. Josh always tells me I would click on it. He's probably right. I probably would.
Yep.
This one could be accessed via the preview pane, so always kind of scary. And it also affected the Mac version, which you don't see every day.
Yeah, I wonder how many people like just disable the preview pane these days.
I don't know. So that was the first one. Second one was CVE 2025-55224. This was a Hyper-V remote code execution. And this one involved a race condition. So I like the way I described this. You ready?
What's a race
You
condition,
ready?
Tara?
You ready?
Oh,
Hank?
you're about to hear the best analogy.
You are. I dumbed it down because that's what I do. Okay, I described it as Drew having 2 crazy girlfriends because he's Drew. And those crazy girlfriends were fighting over Drew like, no, he's mine. No, he's mine. And they're all fighting. And the robber came in the back door and stole Drew's TV. That's my explanation for race condition.
During the dry run, I wasn't sure if that was going to make it onto the show or not. I'm glad to see it did.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
After the pre-show, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So that's my explanation for race condition. Okay, next one is CVE 2025-54918. Got a score of 8.8. This was a Windows
Say it right.
Windows NTLM. Thank you, I said
It's
that
Niddle.
wrong.
And
Elevation of privilege, and this allows the attacker to access a lower privileged account and get system level access. But I think the important thing to remember here is you do have to craft a specific NTLM request in order to exploit this. So
what kind of request was it again?
shut up. He's such a
Sorry.
jerk. It is a mouthful. NTLM.
Yes.
Did it! Nailed it, Hanks.
Good job.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so test, patch, go forth, automate.
Yeah. Have you seen anything about just like patches messing with stuff like we did last month? Because I know last month we had a lot of the issues with the disappearing SSDs.
We're going to talk about that.
Kind
We're
of
going to talk about that.
with that. But
That is going to be our next
no.
section, my friend.
It's real.
It is real. Next up, what the tech?
What the tech?
Was that added?
That was amazing. I love that so much.
Okay.
Okay, first up, you guys ready to react? This one's for you, Andrew, my friend. I call this one, Andrew has finally won. This whole section really is Microsoft, what you doing with your life? Okay, first up, Andrew has finally won, and how he won is Microsoft is removing WMIC command line tool.
MIC.
MIC.
Thank you.
KEY.
Thank you.
Watch me the whole time. Okay. Andrew, I don't know how you did it, but yeah, they're removing that and telling people use PowerShell. So good job, buddy. You did it.
You know, it makes sense. PowerShell is great transcription. These living on the land type of utilities can be used for different things. So let's keep it constrained into a place where we can keep good logging, nice and secure. Go PowerShell.
You already won, Andrew. You don't have to rub it in.
Yeah. Gosh, man. So they've been deprecating it for a while, but it will be removed with the 25H2 upgrade officially. So if you like PowerShell, which I think we all do,
But
yay!
the WMI commands themselves, like in PowerShell, those aren't going anywhere. You still got
Right.
that. You still got sim
Correct.
instance.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just the
You know.
console itself.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see that the dialer program is still there. That's not going anywhere for whatever reason. But
Don't take this away from Andrew.
I know.
Okay, this is a big win for Andrew. He did it all by himself.
I'm just saying, it's like, Microsoft is always like, heck, they can't keep a name of a product for more than a year, but yet they can keep like programs from 1995 for some reason, so.
Yeah, they love to change things. Okay, next. I was going to keep this Microsoft centric, but I just couldn't do it because this morning, guess what? Nvidia invested $5 billion in Intel. $5 billion.
I don't see a problem.
I don't either. I think it's completely fine.
I love the board game Monopoly.
They're so big a company. It's not even a merger. They're just investing a paltry $5 billion.
Yeah.
So read this very first thing this morning and wanted to get everyone's reaction. So I'm like, it's fine. I like monopolies. I think it's perfectly fine. Whatever. What do you guys think about this? Reactions.
It's weird. If you would have told me a couple years ago Intel would be in the space that it is now, there's no way. I'm like, no, Intel's like the biggest, right? And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the issue there is. I don't know, like hardware-wise, they're just not innovating like Nvidia or what. But
Well, they were
It's
struggling.
a crazy situation.
Intel was struggling a little bit. The U.S. government has 10% stock in Intel. So I think it's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with this at all.
No, yeah, they don't.
I think it's totally
sound
fine. Yeah.
I mean, I can see it making sense with the whole AI thing, right? Like if we're going to be leaning on GPUs and it's so core to our computer experience, it does kind of make sense to see, hardware wise, maybe they could collaborate a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Intel had stated they were planning to cut 25% of their workforce by the end of 2025. So I'm kind of interested to see if that will change now with this infusion of $5 billion. It'd be kind of fun to see.
But I think at that scale, Intel and Nvidia scale, $5 billion isn't that much.
Yeah.
Shake a stick.
But
True.
yeah, it's crazy because Intel did. I mean, within the last few years, they're like, hey, we're going to start entering the kind of the GPU space, right? And they started coming out with their own offerings. But man, I don't know why they just couldn't compete. It's not like they didn't have the funds to innovate and stuff like that. But
Well,
they are pretty down on themselves.
I will tell you, China has recently restricted purchasing of Nvidia chips. So a lot of geopolitical things going on behind
Not
this.
China.
So,
The U.S. has.
well,
China is perfectly legal, and there's a whole, I don't know if some of you guys watch like Gamer Nexus or whatever, but they did like a 3-hour movie about like how China is like getting NVIDIA graphics cards and stuff like that. Pretty crazy.
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to skip this next one because nobody cares about Teams. But Teams added in... Okay, just kidding. Hanks apparently loves Teams. Sorry, Teams is adding malicious link warnings to Teams private chat so people don't click on these. Hopefully it works. I don't know. You like Teams? You a big fan of Teams?
No.
Oh, okay.
No one
well,
does.
You gasp. I don't know. I was excited.
Well, you
Whatever.
told me to react.
Okay, react. But we're moving on because
That's all I was paid for was a gasp.
we're moving on because the next one I'm calling it. Why you got to break my SSDs and then say you didn't? We talked. Very good. That was so good.
Practiced all morning.
All right. I talked about this one a little bit in the Patch Tuesday video. So KB 5063878 and KB 5062660 drives that are under heavy continuous writes. Now I'm talking 50 gigabytes or more, where the drives were 60% full. Some of these SSDs temporarily vanish or go raw. Okay.
So you're talking like gaming and
Yes,
stuff
gaming, editing, backing up, heavily being written to.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a bigger thing. You'll see it a lot on Reddit. People are raging quite a bit about this. So Microsoft is denying this left and right. But this is a lot of people writing about this. Bleeping Computer has written about it. Vendors are saying, nuh-uh. But people are being able to replicate it. One, I think it was The Verge, said they can replicate it in 12 out of 20 tries where the drive just disappears. So this one's pretty interesting, actually. Some people are saying that the SSD firmware is to blame, but as of now, Microsoft is like, no, you can't prove it. So I'm kind of interested in this one.
What's funny is I actually did a post. I know I put something on LinkedIn. I might have put something on Reddit as well. But I was like, hey, like this, there's reports of this happening. Mm-hmm. Here's how to remove the update, And like a bunch of people were like, oh, Microsoft said it's like not really a thing and blah, blah, blah. It's like, where's your proof? And I'm like, I'm just saying, I'm just
pass along.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help. Like if you don't, or if you're worried about this and you don't want to lose your drive, then hey, maybe roll it back for a little bit. But
yeah, it's kind of interesting what they're writing
all
about
over
it.
The place with that. The last I heard was, firmware, something to do with like beta firmware that had made it out into devices that were out in production, and I don't know how they got those devices. I don't know where that's coming from, but that was the last what I had heard from several sources is like it was a firmware issue from Phison or whatever.
Yeah, it kind of goes on and on, but anyway, go check it out if you're interested. Okay, last one we're going to end here because I'm just kind of amazed at the sheer volume. Okay, you ready? Cloudflare says it auto-mitigated the largest ever DDoS attack. The largest ever. You ready? 11.5 terabytes. It lasted only 35 seconds, UDP flood, but 11.5 terabytes.
Or 11.5 tera BPS.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Exactly. Do you want to guess what the second largest one was?
No.
7.3.
Jeez.
I mean, look at you guys don't even react.
Really pumping up those numbers.
We're just so used to it now.
Well,
11.5 terabytes, you guys.
I mean, Josh kind of talked about it the other day, right? It's IoT.
Yeah, it was IoT.
Yeah, it's IoT because it's like, oh, sure, we have computers that are and cell phones and devices that stay up to date. We apply patches, whatever, and we're all doing a great job at that. But it's like the IoT, your fridge that has a screen on it.
What's your fridge doing?
Yeah,
you know what your fridge is doing right now, Hanks?
Exactly.
Do you?
I do. It's updating. It's a
DDoS
Samsung and it
people.
sucks, but we won't go there.
It's true. Yeah. I'm just amazed at the sheer volume.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be, apparently, but that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. Because we have more to do. So next segment, should we install Connect in the ways?
All the ways.
All the ways.
All right, first up, our special guest,
Whoa,
Hanks.
I don't know where I'm driving.
He is going to go
Here, why don't you get me
to
there?
Cocoa Pebbles, and he's going to show us the very first way. Actually, but first, I'm going to show you one thing. So,
Terry, you're going to do all this.
if you are on Connect and you go, first I'm going to show you here. The best thing to do is come down here and go to the cog, and if you come up
I
here,
told you that's not there yet. So for those,
he's going to explain something.
yeah. So go back to the main page real quick. Oh
Where are
boy,
we
I'm
going?
throwing her off now.
Who's
She's
driving?
Okay, so at the very bottom it says install agent. When you first start with Connect, before you get your devices in there, you get a little pop-up like how to install the agent. One of the things that is being done right now in private beta is adding Macs to the console. Once that gets done, that same starting screen will be in your settings, and Terry, you can navigate there. and you'll see that agent installation panel that doesn't show up for normal installs right now. Because if you go to it, go ahead and click on it. You'll see that there's the macOS tab to the right, so you can install the macOS. But this is basically if you scroll down just slightly, these are the things we're going to kind of run through of how to get this agent installed on the devices.
Yeah. If you don't have these, Drew's going to link what we cover today in the YouTube description, FYI. So I didn't actually realize you guys didn't all see these. So Hanks, thank you for telling us that. So he's going to show us how to do it in DNI. First things first.
Give me the mouse back.
Let me just connect. Oh, you got to
No.
Will you type in the password? Okay, hold on one
I don't know
second.
the password.
Someone who looks a lot like Andrew disconnected this. So just a second here.
Andrew, we got this all ready to go, and then
It was like 45 minutes ago when it happened, but I apologize.
that's okay.
Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. So we're going to start with DNI first.
Where's
Let's
my
say,
mouse pad? No, I'm just kidding.
here's your mouse right there.
No,
ahead,
so again, I'm taking over what Josh did and making fun of it. But long story short, it is a very simple package to build. It's an MSI installer. When you download the MSI, just be aware of, like with multi-tenancy and things like that, that every tenant will need its own MSI installer to put that agent in the right spot. So there's nothing special about this agent as far as like what you can see here. But it is embedded with that information. No extra parameters or anything like that, just an install step. And if you're Josh, you don't put a step title. That's great.
Oh,
Come on, man. That's
throwing
like
down,
3
man. I like
seconds,
it.
All right, take it easy on that.
I know. And then let's add a little bit of, Tara was telling me, I don't even remember which machine she told me to install this on. But let's right click on it, deploy once. I remember how to do this. And I can do it through inventory or whatnot. What was
Mark Go is your machine. Sorry.
Mark Go?
We made a bunch of machines after our favorite Discord people, by the way.
Some of our favorites.
Some of
There's
our
other
favorite,
favorites
yeah,
out there.
sorry,
Don't worry
sorry.
if you weren't included.
Thank you, Andrew.
So I'm going to deploy this. You'll see it goes pretty quick. It's connecting, so forth. I'm actually going to, where is your Connect instance on the other console somewhere?
Yeah, you're in a VM right now. Yeah.
Oh,
so you have to
gotcha.
collapse it down. You
I don't
can
know
see
this
it.
environment. I just break
Yeah.
stuff.
He just showed up.
Also, while we're talking about it, if you are planning on installing the Connect agent, let's even just call out the collection library. If I just type in Connect, and yes, I know Josh built all this stuff for the webcast. Forget him.
Yeah,
Just go right here.
we have
PDQ
one
already
built
did
in,
it
right?
for you.
Yeah.
It did. Well, to be honest, he probably spent 6 seconds because he was busy. So.
It took him like an hour because he did all these
he toiled
fancy
over it.
things,
Yeah, he
and
totally did.
it's just a waste of time. Sorry, Jacqueline. I love Josh. But basically these are pre-built by us and maintained by us. So you can very easily set up an automation or schedule to target not installed to get that up to date. It's very easy. But yeah, as you can see, like if we go to latest, Mark's in there. Where's not installed? Mark Go. So Mark Go is actually rescanning again because it finished deploying, hopefully successfully.
So quick.
I know. It's very, very fast.
Mhm.
And then once the scan finishes, what scan do you guys have running on this thing?
I don't know.
Scan everything.
But anyway, once Marco gets this, it'll fall off this list and move up to latest, which is
Beautiful.
the same behavior we see in Connect and everything else. So
Beautiful. Well, he also did Shelby ZZ Top too. So sweet.
excellent.
Love it. Actually, I might have told you the wrong name now that I'm looking at it. That might have been Andrew's name. So I think you succeeded.
Oh, I just break
You've already
stuff.
done it. Yeah.
So yeah, so those collections are pre-built, but yeah. If
and
we
this
go back.
this
Love
way is super easy, especially, a lot of our customers are still using deploy and inventory, and they kind of use both, kind of a hybrid setup.
Well, even when you're checking it out, we show people, like, you can very easily, hey, I want to see if this is going to fit, check all the boxes, throw it in here, deploy it. It takes just minutes.
Yep. And one caveat on this, though, is since deploy and inventory rely on DNS, you're going to want to make sure if you're working with remote devices that they're connected via a VPN or something.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Next way is I'm going to show you.
I'll let you drive.
I'm going to show you
need a
the
box leg.
the harder ways to do it.
If you don't like yourself.
If you want to have a painful experience, I'm just kidding. They're not painful. It's just not quite as easy as those ways. So the next way is good old fashioned group policy. So you're obviously going to want to download the MSI, but just like we showed before in the Connect instance, you can just click on those instructions and you'll see how to do it with group policy. So if you've never used group policy before, you already have one made. It's right here, but we're we're going to just start from scratch. One thing it doesn't cover that I'm just going to tell you quickly, you do need to have a file share set up that all of your endpoints can read and write to. So you want to make sure that your permissions are set for authenticated users. But I'm going to go really quick with this, but this one is already made and we can just quickly see that it's
in non-sugary
scoped
cereals
to the OU non-sugary cereals, right?
Yep.
But we're going to go through it just ever so quickly. This is my file share right here. And all I'm doing is attaching an MSI, but it is important that it is a file share that your endpoints can get to.
Right.
So let's do something that's going to annoy Brock because that's what I like to do.
Oh, don't
you know that
do
for a
it.
second? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm totally doing it. This is Brock's OU.
This is a brand new
Hush
virtual
now.
machine environment.
Hush now. Create a GPO in this domain. Can you just call it annoy Brock? Yeah. Annoy. Okay, sure. Annoy. Okay. And then we're going
I
to
fat
say,
fingered it, sorry.
what? You fat fingered it?
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. Close. I'm
I
using
was going to
my,
write Terra, but
I'm using my leg here. So let's see if it can work. Dang it. Sorry. Hold this. I'm going to move over to the table now because my mouse pad isn't working.
you don't need to dictate that. Go
What?
ahead. Nothing. Keep going. My job is also to know you.
I know it's working. It's totally working. Okay. Sorry, that was not working. We're just going to look through this one because.
You know, I have a bunch of VMs that are severance already.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do
It's a
you?
good thing I'm not in your domain and with this one.
They're marketing. Well, they're in vSphere, so
Edit. Gosh, sorry, that wasn't just working
we'll
out
have
for
to
me.
talk
Okay.
about that.
So you're going to,
No.
this is a computer policy one.
too
So
late.
you're going to click computer policy and then policy, software settings, and then software installation. I'm going quickly because the instructions are just in there. All I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this MSI and you see it's right here. The only thing that's important really, it's an MSI and it is attached to your file share. That's really it. And you want to make it assigned, not published, because then it gives your end user the chance to uninstall it. We don't want that.
Right.
Assigned. That's really it. Scope it to the right OU where your computers live. That's all you really do. And then it's going to trigger like any group policy would. Okay. That's all you're going to do with group policy. Okay. That's the second hardest. Now we're going to go for.
Also to call out, if you look at the different methods on that list, there's a link to each of those documents
Yep.
and how to do it.
I was just
Right.
following this one. Okay, next one, we're going to switch browsers because I have to, because I need to go to my next,
Oh, it's Intune.
the absolute hardest way that you're going to do it. Yeah, it's Intune, what Hank's just said. Okay, this one, I have the instructions open here because I kind of have to hurry because we got to give Andrew time to do PowerShell. So this is wrapping the PDQ Connect Agent in a Win32. So this is essentially hosting it. I'm doing quote marks. It's not really hosting it, but inside of Intune. I'm going to publish the app in Intune. And you can do this in a variety of ways inside of Intune, but the gist of it is you're going to make these two folders on your local computer, Intune, and then inside of Intune is Connect. Then what I'm going to do is I go to this website, and it's included right in here, and I'm going to download this little utility. It's just a really tiny utility that you put inside of PowerShell. Okay, it's going to make this Intune Win file. You take the MSI from Connect and you put it in this utility, and then it's going to make this really cute little application for me, and then I'm going to put it inside of Intune. Okay, then we're going to walk through that process. Okay, and I'm just going to show that to you. I already made the application and I'll show it to you in here. So I come over to apps right here. Right here, all apps, here's the agent. Pardon me, here's the app that I already made. But let's just make one for fun, okay? Because we're going to go create app, and all the instructions, it's going to go over it. I'm going to come down here and say Win App 32. Select it. Now, after I've gone through all that, select application package. I'm going to be looking for what I made before, and I don't have it in here because as I explained earlier, we had some technical difficulties coming in, but use your imagination, Wish Me, okay? Pretend like I have that file right here that I should, but I don't.
I told Tara we need one of those wands that makes the
Exactly,
noise.
pretend like it's there.
I should have brought one back.
I would be
because
looking for this on here, and then I would grab it, okay? Then you're simply going to walk through all the steps that are in that instruction, okay? And then it's going to say, hey, do this, hey, do that. Let's see if we can see the properties. Okay, here's my application version. I put it in computer management. So you can host it in the company portal, and then when your users log on and launch the company portal, they can see, hey, here's this Connect application. Do I want to download it? You can actually force it to go out. You can make it an assigned application. It's going to give you all these
You didn't
options.
add a logo?
I didn't know. I was kind of in a hurry. This is what's important, this install command, and it goes over this in the instructions. So make sure this part is correct. And then right here, you can add a minimum OS if you want.
Seems so much easier with PDQ.
It's every other option is way easier than this option right here. You can add a
putting
dependency.
it on a flash drive and
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason, like every single day, multiple times a day on Reddit, I see people like, how do you deploy stuff with Intune? Because it's just a constant fight every single time.
It is, and I just want you to know this is the truth. I made this 2 days ago. Has it gone out yet? The answer is no.
No, I asked you that this morning. It's like I made this and I sent it out there and it's been 2 days and it's still not on.
No.
So
it hasn't. So
it's PDS.
Okay, so now it's Andrew's turn to show us the PowerShell way. Andrew, you ready?
Oh, Tara, I'm so ready, so eager, so exciting to get into some PowerShell with us here today. All right. Can you see this? Let's take a gander. So yes, my challenge for the week, so humbly bestowed upon me on Monday morning, was to figure out a way to install the agent using PowerShell, which is actually kind of easy. There's only a few things we need to think about whenever we do that. We just need to install an MSI. So we have get our MSI, get it on the target, run it, and then just do that for all the machines. So not too many steps. That's what we got here. First, you're going to define your computers. All right, we got a couple. And before any of this will work, PS remoting needs to be enabled in your environment. Ideally, you're enabling that. Best practices through GPOs. There are a couple of quick start methods you could do if you're interested in being a little bit less secure, maybe for a test environment. In production, they'll configure things properly. You're going to have your computers. You need the path to the MSI of the PDQ Connect agent, which you can get using the steps that Tara showed earlier. And then I have a little log file that we're going to, actually, I don't think I actually use that. Maybe I do. Who knows? Then we're just going to loop through each of the computers, right? Create a session, this thing called a PS session, which is pretty cool if you don't know about it. The first thing we're going to do is create a session. Then we're going to create the temp folder. I don't know about everybody else. I just like having a C:\temp on my machines. Just I can always kind of put things there and clean it up after. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm testing if it exists, and if not, I'm going to create it. Then we need to copy the installer to the temp folder. So that's what we're doing here. Boom. And then we're going to run the installer. It's just MSI exec, right? Normal QN, no restart installation. I'm going to wait 1 second after that installation is finished. And then I'm going to try and get the PDQ Connect agent process. And if I see that process, I'll give it a good sign. If I don't see it, there's probably an issue and you can look into it. And if you were to run this whole thing, you'll get a nice object at the end. But let us see. All right, I'm going to copy all this whole bunch of code, make it a little bit more visible here. All right, let's just hit the F8. Am I crazy? There's no output. Right? Did it just
it's our day for technical problems, Andrew. It's just,
well, I'd like an error at the very least.
You know, the floor is going to open up soon and swallow us all down. We're waiting for that. So use your imagination.
Hopefully it's a small hole. I'll get stuck.
It's definitely glitching on our end. It wants to do it.
You see something?
Yeah, it's like not rendering. It did it, and then it freaked out for a second there.
Okay, yeah. Well,
it partially. You know what? It was magical. Did you guys see it? It worked.
I did.
It worked. It was magic, Andrew.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Woo!
Again, with the wand.
Yeah, the wand. Woo!
I was going to say, what happens if you just run a couple of those commands that are like setting the variables?
Yeah.
They're returning information.
Honestly, what this is related to is I was trying to write some code before we started, and somebody was also trying to use the computer and typed a couple things. So I'd have been missing a bracket there. But yeah, it just loops through, does the thing.
We had some issues today. Okay, so we have one more way to talk about.
Well, yeah, because if you're in a situation where you don't have group policy, you don't have Intune, you don't have PDQ.
Yeah.
How do you get it on these devices? Especially you sent everybody home, you're still remote, you've got devices everywhere. What's the best way to do it?
Well, we were talking about this upstairs. I'm gonna switch away for 1 second, Andrew. Can I?
She does it. She's
as
just
I do it anyway. So we oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? It's just
let's just
Who
talk
cares?
about
It's
it.
just the day.
Yeah.
So we have ISL now, right? So say, like you said, you have a remote worker.
Or any kind of remote, maybe you have another application that you do remote desktop through. So essentially what we're kind of compiling is if you have a solution in place that does like a file transfer or anything like that, which ISL does, then you can throw that MSI into there and just go in. Even with ISL, it has an ad hoc session.
It does.
So you can easily, if you don't have an agent installed already, you can just say, hey, Brock, put this code in, go here. And then you can remote in and do the install and get it into Connect.
Yep.
And obviously ISL is embedded in Connect. So you're good to go there.
There's so many ways to do everything.
Yeah.
So many
That's
ways.
definitely one of the easiest ways, especially if you're just only like, oh, I just got to add this one computer or whatever.
Yeah. So what would be your favorite way?
Favorite way? My favorite way is flash drive. I actually like burning it on a CD and going out to everybody's houses and
Me too.
driving around.
What happened to the floppy? That you used to-
Why not?
I
never mind.
kept running into never mind.
Why not?
With my USB floppy drive.
I think my way is any way except for Intune. Honestly, DNI was the easiest for me. That's how I got all of mine into Connect was DNI.
Yeah, and I saw it in the chat too. I renamed the download because there's so many tenants. There's so many, like I manage all the internal sales.
Oh yeah, you do.
So I rename all of them to the different stuff because I have so many different installers for Connect. So
And really, if you have some kind of storage, whether it's cloud hosted or whatever, that people can get to, and you just put the MSI out there and be like, hey, just grab this and run it. If you need admin, whatever, you can help them out through that or whatever. But, I mean, you can get out there however you want.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, a million different ways. Though I do question Andrew and his temp folder that he says he actually cleans up. Because I thought that it's like, no, I mean, this is a dig on me because my temp folders are where I put stuff to live forever and I never just think about it again. But maybe he actually cleans them up.
This is for the org, right? So this is going to be on other people's computers, ideally. But maybe historically, I haven't been the best, right?
I was going to say, right now, open up your temp folder and share it. I dare you.
It's going to be
I'm
bad.
just kidding. It's going to be bad.
Is yours bad?
I don't know. I don't look at the temp
yours
folder.
yours isn't bad.
That's where
Mine
stuff
is
goes to
impeccable.
live
Yours is
forever.
impeccable. Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining in a pinch, Brock and Hanks. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm better than Josh, so that's all that matters.
Okay, thanks for joining us, you guys. For PDQ, I'm Tara.
I'm Hanks.
And I'm Brock.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Do us a couple favors if you wouldn't mind. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also join us on Discord. I'm serious. That's where all the fun stuff really happens. Have a fantastic week. We will see you back here next time.